Beautiful people, I'm glad you could join me on Deranged Hermit Life. Now, it's been a bit of a crazy week in the MTG world. We had 3 big cards in the Commander format that were banned. And high price cards too. They were Dockside Extortionist, Mana Crypt, and Jeweled Lotus. The Jeweled Lotus card, that's a strange banning in my opinion, or especially strange, because it was only played in Commander format. No one used it for anything else. It was designed for Commander, and only a couple of years ago at that, and they've already banned it, so I don't know what's going on there. The Commander committee that decided it was a good idea to ban these cards, well, they copped some flack, and even death threats I heard, so they all quit. And Wizards of the Coast have taken control of Commander, and we'll just have to wait and see what they do, whether they reverse these bans or, I don't know. Like, it's so hard to even guess what Wizards have planned. I don't own any of these cards, so it didn't affect me directly, but I think it affects the whole MTG community indirectly, you know. Even just like on a trust level or whatever, like the more Wizards do this kind of thing, the more we just lose a bit of respect and a little bit of trust, and we just don't know what's going to happen to our game, you know. We really want to be trusting Wizards and be excited about their decisions, and know that they've got our backs, and they're going to make good cards and going to help the value of the cards go up. That's what this is all about. At least for some people. It's all good having lots of cheap cards, but it's also fun to collect cards that will hold their value. Anyway, this week for me, I got a couple of cards in the mail, so we'll open them up, we'll see what I got, and we'll take it from there. Let's cut to that. So just another 2 packages came in the mail this week. Both of these were from the US, so obviously paying more in postage costs and the goods and services tax that we get stuck with here in Australia. Let's see if I can have a bit more success opening them up than last week. These took about a month to get here from US. Always takes about that long. If I send something, I always send it like airmail, but it seems like everyone from the US sends it snail mail. That's alright though, I'm in no hurry for them. As long as they don't get lost along the way, that's the thing that I'm always worried about. This one's well packaged. Well, let's see what we got. Ooh, yeah. This is probably my favourite card. Something about the art of this, it's just so nice. Good old Kev Walker, mate. What a boss. I love these foils. They're just, mate, you get them in the right light and geez, they just glow. Not so useful with me light ring, just reflecting so much off it, but this is the first CGC case I've got. I don't mind the look of them. The Beckett's have like a protective slip on the inside that the cards are in. And these ones don't have that, so maybe they'll shine a little bit better. Maybe we'll do a comparison in the future. That's a nice card. Definitely happy to have that one in my collection. Look at the packaging on this one. Mate, that's unreal. What a good idea. Just to get 2 slabs of wood, put the cards in the middle, and then just tape the hell out of it. I might even use that in the future if I'm sending cards overseas. Such a good idea. lightweight as well, so it's like exactly what you're after. Customs would have had fun getting this one open if they thought there was drugs or something inside. Luckily they didn't. Still got me blunt knife. I really should change the blade on this. I was hoping work would have some spare blades, but I don't use this type of knife. Might have to buy some myself. That sucks. It's doing the job. It's getting there. It's got a few more cuts in it, I reckon. Let's see what we got in this one. Yeah. That's a lifeline from Urza Saga. Three lifelines. I like these cards. Yeah, they could really change up a game if the monsters just keep coming back and nothing's dying. That can just make a totally different game. I can see it being like especially useful in like red or white decks with just lots of creatures. You can just like flood the board and then they just don't die. They just keep coming back. And if you got so many more attackers than the opponent has defenders, then they can't defend anyone and your creatures aren't dying, so what are they going to do? Either that, or you combo it with cards that have an ability when it enters the battlefield. And then you just keep letting them die and they keep coming back and you keep triggering that ability. Mate, that could definitely do some damage. So, what do you reckon? How'd I go? What do you reckon of these prices? Some people will say, wow, that's way too much money. You're crazy. And some people will say, wow, that's a pretty good price. So, just leave it in the comments and we'll have a chat. We'll sort it out. We'll decide as a group. Anyway, as I was sleeving these cards I just bought and putting them in my binder, I noticed the other cards that I bought, which was actually 4 years ago of these type Lifeline, and also as I was putting last week's cards away, those Ledger of the Hollows cards, I noticed I had a few of them that I bought 4 years ago as well. And I looked at the pricing, and I'll show you now. We'll cut to that, and we'll just see how far the price has come in 4 years. So these are the cards we got today, the 3 lifelines, and this is how I keep track of when I got them and the price I got them for. I just write them on the back. Just seems to be the easiest. All those prices include the postage and all the taxes and all that kind of stuff. These are the other Lifeline cards I've got. Bought them nearly exactly 4 years ago, as you'll see by the dates on the back. And as you'll see by the prices, basically exactly the same price. Now for all your American viewers out there, you're probably thinking, what's going on with that date? There's not 20 months in the year. Yeah, in Australia we write the day first, then the month, and then the year. I'm not sure why we do it so differently, but I'd actually prefer to write the month first, personally, because it kind of makes it easier when you're like looking them up or organising them on a computer or whatever. But yeah, that's just the way we do it here. So if it looks strange, that's the reason why. So these are those 2 Ledger of the Hollows cards that we got last week. And these are the other ones I had in the collection that I got about 4 years ago. Two play sets. Yeah, not heaps, but there's still a few there. As you can see, I was getting them for a steal back then. Geez, $3, $3.50, even $5.50. Geez, such good prices. I can never find like heaps on the market I never bought anything from Card Kingdom yet, but I'm going to do that. They sometimes have these cards in bulk, but I'll put a Card Kingdom order in soon. So that's pretty interesting, eh? The Lifeline card, it's about the same price it was 4 years ago. Sure, in the 4 years it did spike up to about $90, and then it's been coming down slowly since then. In my opinion, I think it's plateauing out, and it'll just slowly start going up from here. But who knows? The Ledger of the Hollows card, on the other hand, that's like 4 times the price as it was 4 years ago. And sure, in the meantime, that spiked up to like $70. It's been coming down and then started going back up again. So that's kind of what investing in these cards is like. You don't quite know which cards are going to outperform the others. You just got to take an educated guess and just kind of hope for the best. It's just a lot of fun. Like, just fun watching the prices go up and down and do their thing, and trying to predict the market and predict what cards are going to be strong, or what cards Wizards will release that will work well with these older cards. Yeah, it's just like it's a bit of a game in itself, you know. That's the fun part, in my opinion. Reading through the cards and finding cool ones that'll work with other cards, and guessing what kind of abilities that new cards will have in these new sets that are coming out. Anyway, that should be enough for this week. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, stay cool, stay calm, stay connected. Peace out.